Okay, so yesterday when I was meditating, around this time sometime, no, it was earlier than this when I picked this up, but when I meditate, I close my eyes, I relax, and I let Spirit show me a thing. Heard that big flip, like a big. When she get her back, she popping. Yeah, I saw a waterfall falling so beautifully. I like that. It looked very nice. But then I saw two crossed swords come up out the stream. That flow from a waterfall. Two swords came up, shiny, glistening with the water, with the water. And then they were just there. Very big swords. Crossed, right? And then I'm just looking at it in my mind, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking about what that means. So the waterfall, to me, it represented the Ace of Cups, the tarot card for those tarot readers who know what that is, like an overflow of abundance, love, ability to give, even a gift, an offering, a blessing, abundance, living abundantly, so abundantly that you have so much to give to others and your cup is still full. But those two swords coming out of that was a representation of someone right at the precipice of the change in their life to move into that space of your cup overflowing. Your cup is not half full at that point. When your cup is overflowing, you have tapped into the fountain of life. It's like a forever flow. It doesn't get empty. Your cup is not empty because you tapped in. You tapped into Christ consciousness, and once you tap in, your well doesn't run dry. You're very moisturized, okay? Very moisturized. But the Two of Swords coming up out the stream, it was like a representation of, making tough decisions, thinking really hard, almost to the point where you're indecisive and you can't make a decision easily. Right? So many of you are in that space where you're so close to that divine blessing, but there's certain things that you need to do in order to improve yourself and better yourself, but you just haven't done it yet, or you're thinking about it instead of doing it, or you're overthinking. It's that space of uncertainty. That space is a gray area. You don't really know what's over there, so you don't really want to go. But if you don't go, how you gonna know? That's the question. So you gotta know that God is with you through it all, the good times and the bad, and use that divine power, that divine nature that you have within you. That's when you utilize it. Like, God wants you to be like, yes, come to me, my child, let me help you. But you gotta say, yes, please, I need some help. Now, how God chooses to help you, you might not like it all the time now, because those spiritual tests, they can be challenging, okay? But at the same time, once you get through it, you feel like a whole new man, a whole new woman. You feel like somebody totally different, like, wait, that's me? Oh, I like her. Oh, I like him. Oh, I think I like what I see. You feel different because you understand something that you didn't understand before, and it makes you stronger. It's like you just get a whoop, 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 whoop. Then you feel aligned. More aligned than you felt before. So even though it might seem scary, it's necessary. And then after I saw the 2 swords come up, after like a little time had passed, I saw 2 more come up on each side, but behind the other 2. And then they made like a V shape, all of them. Like that. The tips were like that in the waterfall. So, you know, 2 of swords means making a difficult decision, being indecisive, not knowing what to do at all, and just feeling it's almost like suspended in thought, kind of like the hangman as well to me, because the 2 of swords will leave a person like a little suspended in thought to the point where you don't know what to do. You just like kind of stay in that spot, and you just don't even know until you figure it out. Or sometimes people don't make any decision at all because they're too fearful. But when you decide to just move anyway, it's like you unlock a barrier. You unlock an obstacle because you tear it down with your will. You tear it down yourself with your energy, because your energy rejected the displacement of that obstacle, because it becomes, it feels like it becomes displaced according to your taste for life, I want to say. Un momento. That's when you use your will wisely. When you get to that point or that way of thinking, you really do use your will wisely. Many people, they don't know what to do with their will, you know. They just kind of like float around. Unfortunately. Now, the 6 of Swords is a representation of moving to calmer waters, going to a situation that's better for you. Somewhere where you can finally breathe again, feel comfortable, feel a sense of peace, tranquility. I heard finding love again within, as well as being with a loving partner, being connected with someone who was the love of your life. And then it's like you're no longer doing things alone. You end up doing things with people who you are spiritually aligned with. And many times these individuals that you end up being spiritually aligned with, you end up, you love your family, right? Yeah. But you end up being aligned with people who are more spiritually aligned with you, because many times chosen seed end up in families that are very different from them. And the reason being is because the chosen seed must go through that extensive adversity to understand how to move when the time comes for them to be blessed. It's crazy how your energy has to learn, how can I say this? Your energy learns how to protect the blessing on autopilot, because through the adversity, it's like you learn how to move. You see people for who they are, and you move accordingly when you did the work. And you're not so affected by things people say and when you recognize that someone's attacking you, you know. You know what they're doing. And you know that they don't feel comfortable inside. You know that they're feeling all types of discomfort about you for whatever reason. And they're just trying to share that nasty energy with you because they don't really even want it. So they're trying to like, here, take some of this. Take it. Because you look like you could take it because you're so damn happy. Just smiling and looking good all the time. Yeah, so take some of this nasty energy because I don't want it. I'm going to pass it to you. And they think you're going to take it. They could think what they want, but it's going to bounce right back. Bounce right back. Because you don't have nothing to do with that. All right? They're going to be out here catching asthma attacks because you turn your back on them. I'm like, excuse me, I'm not down with that. Okay? We don't have no time. We don't have no time. They can't get you off their mind. Can't get you off their mind. They want to see you all the time. But they keep hating on your vibe now. Don't be wasting time on those weak ones, they sublime. Okay, let me get back to this messages because now I'm going into a place. Gotta bring it back. Bring it back. So the Six of Swords is a representation of going to calmer waters, meaning a peaceful state of living, right? So, but in order to get there, you have to get through the difficult decision-making process. That's why the Two of Swords came up in the stream first. And then I saw the Six of Swords. Because two more swords on each side pulled up on them. So you must learn how to deal with difficulty. Oh, that's why. You must learn how to deal with the difficult decisions and being confident in the decisions you make. And it's good to use a basis of, God's ways of righteousness to move. When you use righteousness to move, it helps you move faster instead of being stuck in thought. And also, when you're stuck in thought when it comes to a person, because you feel like it's almost like you want them to behave a certain way, but they're not, and then you try to hold on to them and you try to create reasons for them to stay, that's not good for you because that's a person that's literally causing confusion in your life. And if you can't just speak to them and clear it up, then that's somebody that's dead weight for you. Learning to use righteousness as a basis is very powerful because righteousness is what spirit looks for in a person. When they see that you're righteous, oh, they want to come through for you because they're righteous. Not all spirits are righteous now, but depending on your energy, whatever energy you're in, there's spirits that will be aligned with you to help you in that space that you're in. The more you elevate, the more your spirits that are around you, they're going to be higher ranking and they're going to have more knowledge to help you where you are. So when you choose to learn to live righteously and you start to align with righteousness, you make better decisions. It comes with the environment. It comes with the energy that you're in. Like the energy that you emanate, it comes back to you. And it becomes easier to make decisions when you base your decision making off righteousness. Righteousness is like, to sum it up to a minuscule level, is the golden rule. Treat people how you want to be treated, you know, with kindness, love, encouragement, upliftment, TLC, like, you want to be respected, you want to be heard, you know. It's like simple things that have become hard due to what we are exposed to on a regular basis. We're exposed to the total opposite every day, all day. And then the opposite has become popular, unfortunately. So that's why the world is upside down, inside out, and backwards. But that doesn't mean you have to live that way. Hey, that doesn't mean that you have to live that way. You could choose to live differently. It's a choice. You have the power of have the power in your life to do what's best for you, regardless of what whoever tries to do to you. Because, like, I was looking up the word sublime because I said it when I started spitting hot fire. Hold on 1 minute. Where did I put it? Okay. I said sublime, lofty, grand, or exalted in thought, expression, or manner. So those who want to come for you, them coming for someone who they know is high ranking and having other people like pat them on the back for it, makes them feel exalted. But that's not true. That's an illusion. It's a delusion. Okay? It's not exceptional. I heard it's depressional. Stop it. What is depressional? Is that even a word? Probably not. Not depressional. But, yeah, it's like they want to trade places with the person that they love to talk about. So that they feel like by them talking crazy about a person somehow makes them trade places with them in some crazy delusional way of thinking. You know? Doesn't make sense to me either. But that's the skewed way of thinking that goes on in the world now. So that way of thinking, you don't want that too. These allergies are getting on my nerves. Hold on. Okay, so you never want that skewed way of thinking to stop you from moving forward. Because you must always understand that these people are so broken that they look for the strong people to offend and attack. I heard it also causes commotion, like controversy. Like when there's people that are talked about that are viewed as valuable, they want to attack you. Like they want to attack because it's like that raises eyebrows. Oh, they're talking about somebody that many people know. Oh, let me see what they said. Oh, let me see how they react. It's just a game, man. It's a game that you don't have to play. You don't. You don't have to play with it. You don't have to. It's not worth it when it comes to these folks. They're so broken. I heard they're not qualified to take an oath because they're liars. Or you're a liar. I hope you, not you, but I just heard you're a liar. I hope you're not lying out here. Be real with yourself. When you're real with yourself, you're just real with others too. It's actually a simple way of living. And it's an easy way to live. It's like, maybe not easy, but it just feels good to just be true to yourself and others. I just feel like liars have a hard time. I feel like that's a lot of pressure that some liars are in when they just be lying. I think it messes with their brain, actually. Because when they get caught, they start glitching. I don't know. I don't think that's the right life to live, but who am I to judge, right? People have to choose for themselves what they want. What you want. Tell me what you want. Okay, is that it? Tell me what you want from me. So it's like practice decision making is what I'm getting here. Practice decision making. It's funny because I had the vision of the water, almost a water fountain, but it was a waterfall. Oh, I could hear a waterfall in my mind. Wow. That's nice. But waterfalls, I think they're so beautiful. And then how the mistiness of the waterfall sprinkles upon you. Like candy rain. I just heard candy rain. I used to love that song, Candy Rain, when I was a little girl. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But you must learn how to make decisions. And if you feel like you're someone who's indecisive, then make decisions with the basis of righteousness. If you use righteousness as your basis, Spirit could reach you to help you more and elevate you faster. Because God's soldiers work from a space of righteousness. When you're out here acting like a heathen, God, they can't see you. You look like the heathens. So there's a lot of you that might be acting like a heathen and you really don't want to, but your environment is a bit overpopulated with heathenism. So it makes you think you're supposed to act like a heathen, but you really don't have to. You really don't. It's a choice, right? You know, it's always a choice, but you don't have to. So if you want better in your life, choose better. Choose to live righteously, and then you'll start to see your life change. And then people that are acting like heathens, then you'll know that they can't be your friends because you're not aligned with them. You know, it's just not going to work because your vibration is going to be so high that when you have conversations with them, they're not going to like what you're talking about. They'll begin to hate you because you're telling them truth. Liars don't like the truth. What liar you know that like the truth? I ain't never seen him. No. Where he at? You let me know. Because I ain't never seen him. I didn't. You want your cup to overflow, right? This is the way to go. I'm trying to show you something. I'm just trying to show you. You want to see it? You want to go to the cup that overflows? It's your energy. Oh, so good. It's your energy. That's like a big key. That's not just one. That's a big key. That's like a master key. Unlocking all the doors. Clank, clank. Okay. Clank, clank. You ready to unlock your doors? So you can live free and clear from the stressors of life and chaos? Are you ready? 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 I think that's it for this message. It's about that energy. That energy. In your energy, you find your energy. Then you feel like keeping it gangsta. Keeping it gangsta. That's when you like a spiritual gangster, right? Even if you're nervous, you still go anyway. You don't care. You're like, nah, son. You're not gonna stop me. You're not going to stop me because you acting like the sun and you're not. I know the sun. I know the real sun. The sun above me that shines down on me before and after the rain. That's the real sun. Right, sun? So don't be coming over here trying to act like the sun. I know what the sun look like. I know what the sun does for me. It give me that vitamin D. No, I'm serious though. I'm playing, but I'm serious. This is just how I communicate sometimes. It's a part of me. It's a part of my makeup. This is how God made me up. He made me like this. Because I had to be like this to do what I got to do. You see? There's some people like me that's cut from the same cloth. That's your real family. That's your real family. Sometimes the family that you come here on, the family that you get sent here on, that sounds funny. Sometimes they different from you. Like, how I'm like this and y'all like that? That don't make no sense. But it does make sense because you had to go through their ways to get to your true nature. Because if you weren't in that family that you were in, maybe you would not have turned out the way that God needed you to turn out. If you didn't go through all the confusion, chaos, and commotion, and the what the fuck moments. What the fuck? What was that? Why did that happen? But you have to go through those crazy moments to learn. Earth is a school. Do not forget it. Don't forget it. Learn as much as you can here. I don't care what it is. It doesn't even matter. Learn everything. Look at everything. Everything is worth looking at. So look at it. Look at it now. Don't ignore it like before, okay? Because it helps you. What you learn helps you. No matter how you look at it. And the more you know and the more you understand, the more the fear that begins to formulate once your consciousness is awakened, the fears begin to drop off of you, you know. So the understanding is what saves your life. Yes. Then you just do many things right. Of course, you can still make mistakes here and there. That's normal. That's fine. That's life. You learn from it. As long as you're learning from the mistakes, you can't do no wrong, really. It's just a part of the process of life. You just lifing. Okay? Just try your best to live life right. Because that's when it's easier for your angels to tap into you, to help you, to guide you, and to see you through. So you don't have to feel like you're doing everything alone. Alright? Alright. Everything you do, do it with love.